right, welcome to another episode of Inside Hollywood with Vinny. Today, we have a guest who truly does it all. You may know her as a stunning former Playboy Playmate of the Year from her starring role also as Lady Dyer opposite Jason Momoa on that global smash hit Baywatch, which I miss, and Beverly Hills 90210. She's a veteran of Celebrity Apprentice, but she's a lot more than just what you see on the screen. She's a powerhouse businesswoman, an author, an entrepreneur. Not long ago, she stepped behind the camera to direct and produce her horror film, Wineville, which I love, by the way. And most recently, she's starring as Peyton in the upcoming drama Pony. She knows this industry inside and out, and she's here to share the scoop. Please welcome back to the show, Brande Roderick. How are you, Brande?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you, Vinny?
I'm great, and thank you again for joining us. It's been probably about a year, and so I know my audience will love to see you again talking with me. I know I do. So what's been happening? What's going on with you lately?
Well, a lot of things. I'm really excited about Pony. We shot that at the middle of last year, and it's coming out now. We have our premiere this Saturday, and that was a fun movie to work on because it was all done at the dirt track racetrack, and we got to go in the cars, and just being there in that whole atmosphere was just so exciting. Seeing like all the crazy crashes. I mean, the effects in this movie is insane. Like the real crashes, the fire, the ambulances, and I mean, it's really intense, but it's also a very tender film in that it's got just a really great inspirational story behind it. So it's going to be great for everyone to see. The kids, the parents, grandparents. It's going to be a great film. I can't wait to see it.
Well, we're looking forward to that. And let's talk again. I know we spoke before about Wineville. It was just fresh out when we spoke last. But let's talk about that journey into that whole experience about behind the camera, being the director, and just making that whole thing happen. How was that experience?
It was an awesome experience. I really love producing. It's a passion of mine. So, every day, even though we're working 18-hour days, it didn't matter. It didn't feel like it. It's hard work, but yet when you're doing things you love, it doesn't matter, right? Like you'll probably do a podcast at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. It doesn't matter, right? Because you love what you're doing. But it wasn't easy. And there were always crazy things that happened on set. And when you're producing, acting, doing all the things and juggling everything, it's tough because you're being pulled in a ton of different directions. And we were shooting that kind of at the tail end of COVID, where there were still a lot of restrictions. So that made it a little more difficult as well. But all in all, I mean, it was such an amazing experience. Yeah, it's a great film. Wineville, Cellar of Blood. If you guys haven't seen it, you have to see it. I mean, it's really good, but it's not for the faint at heart by any means. But you can catch it on Amazon and Tubi and all the places where you normally stream movies.
And just a reminder for everyone watching on our YouTube clip, we'll make sure that we have links in the description box. Make sure you go on, check it out, and leave a review. Very important to leave reviews when we watch these movies.
Yes, thank you for mentioning that because it's really true.
Yes, and it does matter. And it helps us all out. As filmmakers, it's very important to us as well. And
unless you're going to say something bad, then don't leave a review.
Well, I've programmed and conditioned my audience to only leave the best reviews, 10 stars on IMDb or wherever, whatever you watch on Rotten Tomatoes, whatever. The best. Otherwise, you're out of the community. You're out of the family.
You're kicked to the curb.
We disinherit you. But Brande is also, for those that may not know, you're also a very serious businesswoman, and you've been able to not be a one-trick pony, no pun intended. So tell us about that, because it's not easy. I give, especially women in the business, not easy there's so many hurdles.
Well, I mean, I've had a lot of ventures in my life, but besides producing, real estate is a huge thing. I got my real estate license right when I turned 18. So I've had that for many years. So for me, I love real estate. I have Airbnb properties. I love remodeling homes, selling them. I love everything about real estate. So for me, that's a huge part of my life still right now. But yeah, I mean, it could be anything, whatever your life is, your business is, you have to work hard at it. You have to go after it. And if you keep working at something that you love and you want to keep, if you really want to do that, you just have to keep trying and keep going after it. And eventually you'll get it. But so it seems as if nowadays, a lot of people really don't go that route. If you notice, like a lot of our younger generation, they're not like a part of the hustle. The hustle years, like our generation where we were big hustlers. But that could be because their generation now, we have AI and all the things, and maybe it's not much, you don't have to hustle as much. But I grew up in an era where you hustled. And if somebody said no and they slammed the door on your face, you don't just take no for an answer. You go find a window to crawl through, and you keep going. So, which I'm glad, I'm glad I came from that generation. But yeah, it's all about perseverance in my eyes, for sure.
Right now, the way things are in Hollywood, it seems like kind of people are they're still trying to find their bearings. Hollywood, the way it used to be, even 10 years ago, isn't the way it is now. So being in production, being in film, what do you see as being some of the things that the future is going to hold for people, the actresses and actors? Like, where are they finding their footing? Is it possibly social media? Is that becoming more prevalent in Hollywood, or is it do your own thing, make your own movies like you did with Wineville? What do you think is the direction now for actors and actresses?
I wish I knew, Vinny. I wish I knew. If I knew, I'd make sure to get it done. What is coming for sure is AI, right? And they can now make movies, it's getting to that point where they're going to be able to just make movies with AI characters. So there's going to be less jobs for us, really. Another thing, it used to be where, on social media, if you were a celebrity, people would just follow you because, you're a celebrity and people would have a following that way. But times have changed. It's not like that anymore. You have to have something that you are offering people because now everyone is on social media, and people that are scrolling, you are stopping only on things that, where you're going to learn something, where you're getting something from it. It's not like the olden days where you're just going to scroll through a celebrity pic or a hot girl pic or something like that. You actually need to offer something. So that landscape is changing. And again, it's because of AI, because there are so many AI, social media accounts out there that now, are taking over that are so good. I mean, I even follow AI accounts because they've got great advice, great business advice, great, health tips, whatever it might be. So the celebrity is really shrinking because of AI. So it's a bit sad, but I mean, we have to all evolve with it. And as you already know, I mean, as far as like shooting and stuff, everyone's pretty much left. A lot of people have left Hollywood. Now we're shooting in all these other states because of the tax incentives. I do know that California just released a new tax incentive, which is how they got Baywatch to shoot in Venice, California. But I don't know how long that's going to last. We'll see if it brings people back to California to shoot movies and TV shows. But you go through Hollywood now, it's like a ghost town. It's crazy. It's changed since when I lived there. You're talking about 10 years. It's a totally different place than it was then.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, here on the East Coast, especially Jersey, they're building all these studios, and now there seems to be a big push. We knew, obviously, Georgia with the tax incentives has always been a hot spot too. Canada. So it's a shame too, because I mean, I have a special place in my heart for Hollywood. I lived out there back in 2008, and a lot has changed. I mean, I have a lot of friends out there, and I see even in Beverly Hills, it's like everything's for lease.
Oh my gosh,
it's like, well, what's
crazy? Yeah, none of the old restaurants, nothing's there anymore. It's just empty. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, and again, a lot of things go into that, especially the political and socio-economic things that are going on. I don't know for the life of me why they don't put a lot more money and effort into protecting Hollywood as a film industry. I mean, that itself is a mecca, in my opinion. Going forward, what are some of the things that you're interested in doing regarding the film business? Do you want to still make some more movies? Do you want to continue to be a producer? Do you want to continue to act? Both?
Both. I mean, I finished another film called The Perfect Spiral that came out recently, and I'm in the process of writing my next film, which is a very gritty, inspirational film. It's like Blind Side meets The Pursuit of Happiness. It's really exciting. That one's my next baby. And I wanted to write something in my next film to be something a little bit more uplifting than a crazy horror film, you know? So I'm really excited about this one. So I'm getting started with that, and I'm meeting with some writers actually on Friday. So, yeah.
All right, well, great. Wish you luck. Is there, I mean, for our filmmakers that are out there, just even for my own, my own interest, is it difficult to raise money? I mean, I'm sure it is, but is it even at your level? Is it hard to really find investors and people to want to contribute?
Absolutely. 100%. That is a difficult thing. And that's something that I don't really enjoy, which is why I funded my first movie myself. But yeah, it's not an easy thing for sure. I mean, anything that's worth doing is not easy, right? Yeah.
And that's, by the way, that's not just for everybody out there who's looking to finance their own film. Be very careful doing that. Don't mortgage the house. Be very careful when you use your own money.
Yeah, don't make my mistake.
I hear that a
Go
lot.
watch Wineville, everyone.
So make sure you're watching Wineville.
Watch Wineville, guys. Otherwise, I'll be out of house and home.
We wouldn't want that.
Hollywood and the business, just as a whole in general, I would say Hugh Hefner, because the things that I got to do with him and with Playboy and the places I got to go and explore and experience, like even in 1999, I think it was, going to the Cannes Film Festival with him, which was just so exciting, just seeing everything, learning so much, meeting all the people. So I learned a lot just being around him and that whole experience, for sure.
Well, now you brought up Hugh Hefner, and I kind of interviewed people who've known him and close with him. It's always positive, great things, obviously, about him. So can you just briefly tell us a little bit about him? How was he as a person, like just to hang around with?
Oh my gosh, really just always, I mean, it's kind of a weird word, but always a jolly person. He was always happy. He had more energy than I did. He always wanted to go out every night, but just really kind, very giving, and fun to be around, and a wealth of knowledge. Like, I learned just so much from that man, and just all the things that he did for the civil rights movement, and any charities that he was involved in. He was just a really wonderful human being. And I learned a lot also just from watching how he interacted with fans, because as you can imagine, I mean, he was like, at the time of his life, is the most famous person around it, right? At that time, like you mentioned the name Hugh Hefner in the 90s, 80s, 70s, you know who that is, So even though being the most popular person, most well-known person, when fans would come up to him, he would always smile, shake their hand, take a picture. He was never rude to anybody. And I always admired that. And I learned a lot from him about that.
Yeah, it's hard to believe he's gone, growing up in the 80s, especially in the 90s. It's kind of surreal. All right, well, great. Well, was there anything that you'd love to mention? Like any parting words?
Well, I mean, if anyone wants to come meet me and go see the movie Pony, if you live on the East Coast, we're having the premiere Saturday 18th at Swedesboro Bridgeport Racetrack. And we're going to be there. There's going to be red carpet. You can take pictures with us. You can watch the movie, bring the kids. It's going to be so much fun. So if you want to meet me and all the rest of the cast, which is an amazing cast, not only talented, but beautiful too. But come down and meet us and have a good time. It's going to be great.
And again, that's this Saturday in Swedesboro, New Jersey, South Jersey. And I'm going to try to arrange to get there myself. I'd love to come see the movie and meet you in person. So it'd be a great time.
Yeah.
And again, you have an immense amount of talent and respect, and people love you out there. I watch you all over. And I really love, by the way, your dad jokes. So keep going with those.
Well, yes, for people that don't know and don't follow me, if you follow me, you get a nice, funny dad joke every day. But I will promise you that they are going to be corny, right? Aren't they, Vinny? They're so freaking corny. But that's what dad jokes are, right? They're corny jokes. But I would love it if everyone would go on there and follow me, because we have a lot of fun, and the jokes are really silly. It's just a good thing to brighten your day and give you a little smile.
They are funny. I love corny stuff, so it's right up my alley. So, and I do enjoy them. So again, all of you, make sure that you are following Brande on all her social media. Again, we'll have links. Check out Wineville. Watch it 2, 3, 4, 5 times and text everybody the link.
Yes.
And Pony's coming up soon, so we'll check that out. Brande, thank you again for joining us and being so generous with your time.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you again next time. You've been watching Inside Hollywood with Vinny. Make sure you subscribe. Check out Brande. We'll see you next time.